After 4 months, 12 recipes, and one very bad burn on my skin, I have finally found the one fudge recipe I will be using for the rest of my life. This has been a really, really hard road to find the recipe that actually works because I've tried so many and I failed so many times and I was just so disappointed and I quit making fudge for life until I found this recipe from 1896. So starting off with 1 cup of brown sugar and 1.5 cup of white sugar on using a long silicone spatula. I'm gonna just mix it up a little bit and the heat is medium low. I'm just mixing it up so there's no big crumble, but it's gonna melt pretty fast. And then evaporated milk, 5 ounce or 150 milliliters of this. It's the same amount. And then this we're gonna let all dissolve on low medium heat, and I'm gonna need a candy thermometer. That I think that helped a lot because I've tried so many times and it failed so many times. I added a little pinch of salt, but I'm just mixing it a little bit here and there so it doesn't get like clumpy or burn on the bottom, because even though this is the second time I'm making this recipe, it did come out good, so we're good. This is a candy thermometer. It has a light option. It comes in so many different ways. I just like this electric one. So after about 12 minutes, it started to boil, and I'm trying to reach 235 on the heat scale. That's when it reaches softball stage, which eyeballing it, you have no idea what the softball stage is, so it's best to just know 235. Perfect. Now the key is to let it sit. I added 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and 2 tablespoons of butter, and I'm letting it cool without touching it until it reaches 110. And I'm gonna be using a pound cake baking sheet form because this recipe is not a lot, to be honest. And when I first made it, I used an 8x8 and it was too big. So I'm thinking that the pound cake sheet is gonna work better. So I'm almost at 110. It took about an hour to get it down to 110, and once it hits 110, we can mix all this up very fast, vigorously, like super fast, mixing it up as hard as you can. It is pretty tough, like it's starting to cool and come together, but with the butter finally melting, it's a little elbow grease, a little workout, but just mix everything together and then to cool. And that is the whole recipe basically. It was so easy and barely any ingredients. I hate that all the new recipes for fudge, they have all kinds of things because everyone tried to make their own version of it. A lot of people add corn syrup, milk, heavy cream, something else. I know the fudges that are not brown, they also add like the frosting to it. So I just wanted to find something basic that works, like the basic recipe that actually is gonna come out good without any crazy additives. So this is a very simple, basic caramel fudge. It is insane. Like I could cry right now. That's how good it came out. About half an hour later, it was already like a little bit hard on the top, so you can see to my touch it's not moving. And this is an hour in. We got a little bubbles on the top, but it's fine. It's pulling off from the parchment sheet really easy. That's a good sign. It might look like I'm struggling to cut it, but I'm being gentle. I'm cutting it very slowly because I was afraid that it would break apart. It didn't. It is perfect. This is perfection. It's kind of crunchy, but still chewy on the inside, and it melts in your mouth, And oh my God, it's so delicious. Like I can't believe finally after 12 different recipes, I finally found the one, and it's so easy. Basic ingredients, sugar, butter, vanilla extract, and a little bit of salt and evaporated milk, and that's all we needed. So now I'm gonna use this recipe to create something different with flavors and little bits inside.